The Leaders tab lets us hire, dismiss, and assign idle governors, scientists, admirals, and generals.
Alright, Nico, I just started, really. So I haven't gotten very far. I'm on Discord, by the way, if you want to be a little less delayed. Yeah, I'm on Discord.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello there. One sec, let me change the sound stuff. What you got? It's still gonna be weird because there's a delay on the stream, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, can you click on the tabs upper side of the screen where the little like thingies are, the squares? There's like little squares there. Check those out because I think you can like invest in technology or stuff like that.
So like the upper left?
Upper left, but not the...
In the contact
like,
screen, we see a detailed list of all the various empires we have encountered.
Under
Their
the
opinions
resources.
of us are visible at a glance, and we can quickly and easily engage in diplomacy.
I think it's called energy. That's a resource. That's like electricity, something like a little sign of electricity.
Oh, like
And
that.
then there's like gem. I don't think it's gems. I think it's like crystals or something, like minerals, foods, and I don't know the last one. What's the last one? So basically, under the how the fuck do I say that? What's the term for thing that like Sherlock Holmes uses to like look at stuff so it shows it bigger? What's that thing called?
A magnifying glass?
Do you see the magnifying glasses? Like there's 3 magnifying glasses. They're differently colored. Like it's on the left, but it's not on the far left. It's like more to the middle, closer to the middle.
Oh, these three.
Upper side.
Yeah, I see them.
Okay, so can you click on those and let me check if you can indeed invest in something? Because
technology
as far as I
screen is
remember,
where we will be
in
directing
Stellaris
our
you
research
can, yeah,
efforts.
now I see it.
Technologies
Yeah,
are
click on them,
categorized
you're
into
gonna
3 different
probably
fields,
have-
with each
probably
field
have clicked on
typically
them,
having
and the
3
delay-
available research options.
The delay is fucking killing me.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, you can see that you have like 3 guys. Like it's Paul Dupont, Bendetta, and Buana. So basically, you can there are like 3 researchers or like 3 scientists. So each one of them researches different types of things. Like the first one researches stuff in physics. So you can like, I think you have clicked on him and you can research. Yeah, you should get. Last one, field modulation, I think is better because it gives you more storage capacity. It's good because it probably just gives you more energy. Energy is like money, it's like gold in this game.
Okay.
You should choose that one, and then click on the society guy, the lady, and we'll check out what she can do. There's like a lot of different I don't know what's the images, like small things, like the 2% stuff on each one of those guys. If you can see, like it's small clocks with the little bottles. That just shows like that they research stuff faster and shit like that. So basically, every Paradox games have technologies, and this is how they did technology in this game. Basically, you would like probably from this girl, I'd say growth speed, the genome mapping. And the research is actually randomized, so if you research something now, next time you might get something different, but in the end you'll still get them all, like, so it's no worry. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last guy has an yeah, I think the powered exoskeletons are kind of good because of the army damage in general and the minerals. That's the second one.
Okay.
So, okay, what next? You see, you have a little guy that's like exploring the moon right there, the little spaceship. Basically, after he's done exploring the moon, you could like... there's an option. If you click on the little exploring guy, he's like doing some beams and shit like that. Just click him. And let him explore everything, right?
Yeah, I set him to explore everything.
Best option in every... This is a star system, if I'm correct, and you can explore like the galaxy around you usually. So it's like you just take him and send him to, after he's done here, send him to the next planet. This is just gonna be his job mainly for now, at least, until you like get more planets where you can explore. Else, you can take your fleet, your army fleet. I don't really remember which one of those. I guess the one with the star and the little stripes. You can take him and go into the solar system, like above the solar system, and look at the different solar systems, and just make him to go there so he can explore. Like, not legit exploring, but just to find out what kind of planets they are, if they have inhabitable planets and shit like that. So you click on him, you go to the, like, you can scroll back, right? Like a lot, so you could go out of the solar system.
Not on this map, I think. Do I just tell him to go to Bernard's Star? Or one of these unknowns?
You see the little, it's like a tab, a little tab. Yeah, I think it was where the word paused is, or the sol system down, middle of the screen down. I think on either the galaxy symbol, like there's no, the right in the middle of the screen, there's like the word paused, sol system, and there's yeah those things. So you can click on that. I guess I'm looking at a delay, so you're confused as fuck. Then you like go up, keep going up a bit. This is the delay, actually. God damn it, I want to play with this so bad.
It's got a multiplayer version, I saw.
Multiplayer game. This is one of the few Paradox games that's actually good in multiplayer, because it's made for basically for people to enjoy it. So basically you take the Corvette stuff, like the Bang class units. You take the Bang class units, the Corvette, the basically the fleet, and you send him by shift clicking. You send him to the little dots that are like solar systems. Like there's a lot of little dots around your like the place that you have explored, and you just make like a little road for him. Like, so he's gonna go to each planet, explore it, just exploration, and then you can call him back. Yeah, you can send him to Bernard's Star, then you can send him to the next one. You see, there's like little stars and like little hexagons under them. Those are the stars.
Okay. So what do I do? Select each one individually? Do I split them up?
It's a fleet. You should keep it as a fleet. In this game, you usually keep huge fleets. Like when combat happens, it's usually huge fleet against huge fleet. So a lot of ships against a lot of ships. You shift click while having the fleet. It's like what's it called? It's the fleet is selected as far as I can see, and you just shift click on Bernard's Star, and then while holding shift, you click on the next star, like literally any other star you can see. He's gonna, after the game is on pause, he's gonna go there. Select the fleet from like the bottom left planets. You can select the scientist ship, you can select the other stuff. It's either right click, I see you did like a huge line from our solar system to Bernard's side, so you can just keep going, keep jumping around like that. Like choose 5 or 6 stars for starters.
It's weird because it doesn't. You gotta do the star, not the hexagon underneath it.
I'm sorry. As I said, I didn't play it in a long time. I do remember some stuff about it, but it's basically a paradox game. They're all the same in some way. This technology, military stuff like that, exploration. Just make like a huge like road for him. Like do make him explore a lot of stars. Eventually, like you're not gonna need an army in the start of the game, usually at least. And just so he doesn't stay and do nothing, let him go explore, and you might find some planets like that are gonna help you evolve, expand, and stuff like that.
All right, that should keep him busy for a while.
I usually like when before I unpause the game, I do like half of the fucking galaxy, so so he has a lot.
Really
to do.
give him a lot to do.
Yeah, but the thing is, he usually gets wrecked like halfway because there's aliens and space monsters and stuff like that. They're not like gonna come and destroy your planet, usually at least, but they're gonna wreck your little ships. So yeah. Then what we can do is, have you actually unpaused the game since we started?
I think I unpaused it like for one brief second.
This game is usually played in both ways, like paused and unpaused. You play it unpaused so stuff keeps happening, and when a lot of stuff happens, you play it paused because you can like give orders and shit like that. So it's basically a strategy game, but it's not like micromanage heavy in that sense of like you gotta do like everything right now. Like you don't like StarCraft, you know how Kaiv usually plays like really fast and he does a lot of micromanaging. It's not that micro heavy. So basically you can chill a lot if you want. You can read a lot, you can see what you can do next and stuff like that. So you can pause it with the spacebar and stuff like that and unpause it fast as well.
Okay, so you're saying it's safe to let it go. It's not gonna move super fast.
You can unpause it. Just unpause it for until the I can see what's happening. Keep it unpaused so I can see at what speed it's going.
It's at normal speed right now.
Change the speed from the plus and minus, I think. You can make it super fast or super slow. I usually play it like at super fast because I play the game usually paused more of the time because I like a lot of stuff to happen fast. Then I like micro a bit, then I keep it unpaused again for a little bit and stuff like that. Some other people like to play it like, let's say, like normal speed or slow speed and keep it unpaused. Like, yeah, keep it going like all the time. I personally like it paused a lot. Basically, what's going to happen now is your little scientist ships are going to keep exploring stuff, and you're going to find planets that can have stuff built on them. Like they can have like energy production. Like it's I can see the scientist guys exploring Mercury, and Mercury has like I forgot what the fucking name for those are. Minerals, I think. Yeah, the little red
As an
crystals,
astute
right?
observer may already have noticed, habitable planets are divided into
Your
a
little
number of surface
building
tiles.
Guy.
Tiles can
It's,
generate resources,
the
but we will need planetary
screwdriver
buildings to
and
get the most out of
other
them.
thing. God, I know. It's like when talking in English, I know so few words. Jesus fuck.
It's okay. You're actually doing really well.
Bamboozled. You can send the little building guy to like, I think it's like stations. They build stations on each, like let's say Venus and Mercury and stuff like that. They can build stuff on them. So choose the like from the bottom left. There's all the things you have currently. Your planet, your military fleet, which is in red, and it has the number 2. The science guy is number 3. I think you can like click on number 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and stuff like that. Yeah, I think he chose the builder guy, so you can send him to Mercury because in the start of the game you usually need a lot of minerals. So Mercury is your best bet for now.
Okay. So I should send him to Mercury.
And I think he's gonna have a different option than just by being like where he is right now. I'll see what he can build, like what stuff he can build.
Looks like mining station.
This is actually really fucking fun. Yeah, build mining station. Great, nice.
Okay.
Fun. Oh my god. Thanks for streaming this. What's it called? Learning heavy game because it's slow to learn. Say this is one of the easy to learn, hard to master games because it's one of the easier games. Like Europa Universalis and Crusader Kings is hard to learn, hard to master. Okay, so the little guy is going there. Like when stuff is moving really slowly, you can make the speed like go faster and shit like that. So it's you don't really lose a lot if the speed is fast because you eventually when things happen that you want them to happen, you just pause. So it's all okay. So basically he went there and he started to build that stuff. Take a while.
Anomaly found.
I think after like you explored the first solar system, you can send your little science guy to explore the other stuff. Eventually, you'll get like a lot of events where you have to like them, but you can do them. So what's this anomaly? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The anomalies. You should choose to research it. I think the failure risk is 0, so it's okay.
So just hit research?
This is like how to play it, so I doubt you like probably set the game to normal or something or easy.
Yeah, I set it on normal, I think, which is the easiest one that they had, just because I was trying to figure out everything first.
You did it right, because after playing all of their games so much, I usually play them on like the hardest difficulties because I'm a sadist like that. I like pain and stuff. What else?
Okay, so...
There's a tab. Oh, sure.
No, go ahead.
Tab on the left screen that's colored. Like it says like something's happening. So there's 4 tabs where like the leftmost stuff is. There's 4 tabs and the planetary tab, like that's probably your galaxy, your empire screen. So the second tab is colored, so I think something's happening. That's why it's like orange and not like colored like the rest of them. The one, yeah, the orange one, situation log. Yeah, perfect. Click that one, situation log. Okay, up. It's the second one. Yep. So you got the tutorial, you got the orbital search man. Click on the basically home system survey. That's your mission right now. You have to survey your home system. You're doing that. That's everything. Everything is going as planned. Then you can click on the orbital research mandate. One above, so I can see what's up with that stuff. Mission log. I think I'm just gonna buy this game so I can play it with you. Like a research station is built. You a science reward, I think, yeah. Then Dolores was elected increasing research by building research stations. Basically, it wants you to build like stuff like for research on like Venus, I think. Because you see Venus has a little with the number 3 that's gonna boost your research of I think society or social stuff.
Yeah, society.
Your research stuff, like how much you get every week or month or something, I don't remember how fast to get them, is after the normal resources, after energy. The one, society research. Basically, that's how fast you research stuff. If you build a lot more buildings on like Venus and planets that have those little symbols, like the blue, the physics one, which is the blue one, yeah, the engineering one, which is the orange one, the cogwheel, and the green one, which is the social stuff. So basically, you want to expand those things, but keeping in mind that if you build a lot of stuff like that, you're gonna lose money.
Okay.
You have to keep in mind that you have to maintain like taxes, which is the energy, the yellow electricity sign, first one in the source list. And then you have to like get a lot of minerals so you can build those things, which you get like from Mercury and stuff like that. So you can basically send your builder guy to Venus, and he's gonna do. You can build the same way you built on Mercury. Actually, he's still building on Mercury. I just realized that. The progress bar on the bottom left of the builder guy. He's like the one with the screwdriver. So when that finishes, you can like get moving to Venus and stuff like that.
Okay.
I think you can really shift click on. Let's say you can shift click on Venus, and maybe the option to like build there after Mercury will. I think. Fine shit it's other shit. I presume you're hearing me like from a potato or something.
You sound okay.
Yeah, you can see like the Venus screen. It has like toxicity and habitability. Basically, Venus is never going to be a habitable planet. You're going to just use it as a, science facility or something like that. But there's a lot of planets that are actually useful, and you'll eventually find them. I think you're playing as a human, so you're probably going to mostly play on like temperate worlds. There's like different types of aliens, so if you ever want to play something else, you can like play on desert planets or frost planets or stuff like that.
I don't think I can tell them to automatically go.
Wait, you can't tell them, yes?
Doesn't look like it. I keep trying and it just goes to a different screen.
Keep it unpaused so the game keeps going, and after it builds on Mercury, you can send him over. These games usually take a lot like to play, so well, you shouldn't really have any problem with the game itself. How big was the galaxy in general?
I made it large.
There's a lot of aliens, and there's probably gonna be 1 or 2 or even 3 huge empires that are like, they existed since before we started. Stuff like that. But they're usually stagnant. They're like Rome before the fall of Rome. But yeah, but they're really strong, like fucking strong. If you ever go to attack them, you're probably gonna have to bring friends and like make friends and bring friends to destroy them.
Cool. I don't know how well this game's going to treat me in Civ and stuff. I like being like Switzerland.
Switzerland, in that case, if I'm actually gonna buy the game this week, probably, because I should get my card tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, right?
Yeah.
I'll probably get it tomorrow and get some money to buy it, because while it's cheap. Did you buy the, what's it called? The base game or the base game with the DLC?
I just bought the base game because most of the DLC was story packs and stuff.
It's the sad part about Paradox game. Their DLC usually does a lot of stuff, but you can literally play any of their game with just the base game. The thing is, for Europa Universalis, I'm not sure about Stellaris, but Europa Universalis, you can like play it without the DLC, but usually it's best when we play with someone that has all the DLCs. So if I can, I'll think it's cheap here. It's relatively cheap. So if I get all the stuff, like if we play online, we can like get all the DLC if I have it. So basically it's like only one person has to have most of the DLC. Okay, what next? Secrets at the doorstep? Okay, astonishing. Just click on it.
Did I find a monolith?
I have no clue what you found. I usually just click on the continue.
Construction complete.
Astonishing, like continue. So basically, the anomaly I'm gonna be turned out to be a natural. Okay. Yeah, in the basic solar system where you start, you're usually not gonna find like amazing stuff, but you can eventually find like lost races of aliens and pirates and monsters and all kind of huge stuff that either died or is hiding somewhere and stuff, shit like that. So basically, yeah, you want to build a research station. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so I do want to build a research station here.
I think like the plus if the planet has like let's say like Venus, it has then you should build a research station because it's gonna boost the social stuff in general. If let's say Mercury has the mineral stuff, you just build a mineral station and it's just gonna boost. I think you can only build like mineral stuff. You can only build the mineral stuff, so you're not gonna usually get bamboozled or confused by that shit. So the guy that's exploring the cosmos, the galaxy in general. Like click on the little galaxy button. That's the fastest way to go to the galaxy. Either way, you can just like drag the middle mouse outwards, and you're gonna go to it. I think.
Oh wow, that guy really got around. He's checked out all these already.
Oh, he's fucking done already. Basically, you can like go and see Sirius and Arenes. I think those have habitable planets for you. Have little Omega the galaxy.
Oh, is that what that little orange kind of globe-looking thing is?
I think it's that. I think Bernard Star might have a habitable planet, but it's gonna take you a while to like make them, like terraform them, so stuff like that. But yeah, you should like click on the potentially habitable, like technologies that help you make stuff. Okay, so let's see. Can you click on some planets in the Bernard Star system? It's a barren world, so that's a shit planet. Let's click on another one. Alpha Centauri. Because actually, yeah, that's people say that we're gonna probably in real life like expand to Alpha Centauri eventually if we colonize stuff like for habitable planets in reality. So click on a few planets and let's see what they're formed of. So basically, it's a gas giant. That's a toxic world. You're never gonna live there. That's a barren world. It's probably habitable. Like the barren worlds, you can make them habitable, but it's gonna take a fucking. For now, it's useless. Just go back up, and we can see what's in the Sirius system.
Okay, so Bernard's star is no good.
It's shit. So we got Alpha Centauri 1. I think that's like your like the goal for now is to expand to that planet. Yeah, Sirius has a lot of stuff, I guess. Sirius 3, I think is a continental world. You can basically build on continental worlds. You look at the galaxy system again, and I'll path out a better way for you to colonize eventually. Honest, in a while, because I think you need to research them. Like it's a random research, but it usually happens at the start of the game. So it's either the first or second technology you get.
Okay, so when my little scientist dude's done exploring Sol, I should send him over to Alpha Centauri and start checking out the planets there?
Exactly. Yep. You should do that to all the places that have habitable planets. So it's like you're basically making plans for the future. Like you're gonna colonize the stuff that's habitable. You can look for more stuff. Like you can send your military guy to explore more shit, because see, that's how you find planets that are habitable. You send the military guy, because if he dies, he dies. But like you can keep with that. Then you like explore like in detail. Let's say in detail, you explore the scientist guy. So basically, you should send the military guy to like explore your surroundings. Oh, he's still exploring. Oh, amazing! Nice. And an alien or two in your vicinity quite soon enough, I think. unknown stuff that you just clicked on, I think that's like a black hole, and you can eventually go through it and end up in another part of the galaxy. Is basically, if you know, or ever played or heard of Spore?
Of what?
Art. Like spores, Spore.
Oh,
R-E.
Spore. Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't played it.
Game is basically this, but that one is more childish. Like the space colonizing aspect is
Anomaly
more like,
found.
oh, let's perform stuff
Construction
and let's
complete.
fight stuff. That's very childish, you know, stuff like that. But this one is more like strategic and diplomatic focused and stuff like that. Okay, so you can click on, basically, if you want to research stuff, it's I see you have the anomaly right now. So basically, you want to only if the failure is like the percentage is either close to 0 or not, let's say above 50 or 60%. So basically, you should research it. It also gives like points and stuff, I think, eventually.
Okay.
With the Galaxy Edition, what's that? $7, $8 actually. $2 one DLC, $4 another, and the latest one, Utopia, is $10. Yeah, I think I might get that tomorrow or something like that.
Okay. Should I go to Uranus or Juno first?
No. Please don't go to my anus. Yeah, you should really build the like energy stuff on the. I don't even want to say that planet's name because it's build stuff on Uranus.
I had a science teacher way back in the day who would refuse to say Uranus and called it Uranus instead, and I'm like, that's really no better.
In Romanian, you say Uranus, so it's not that bad. Like Uranus, the way you say it in English, like American English, I guess, or Canadian English. Uranus. It sounds like your anus, but when you say it in Romanian, Uranus. I doubt it's like fun.
That
So it's
honestly
not-
sounds cooler.
There's a lot of things that sound cooler for like us. That's in English. A lot of English stuff sounds cooler, and a lot of stuff like it's. I guess it's normal. It's when when exotic stuff sounds cooler. Okay, terraforming candidate discovered. Real, it may once have supported life. Oh, that's interesting. To be terraformed was the so basically you a lot of these options like the fascinating button. Yeah, it like even tells you stuff like Mars will be able to be terraformed once it's like habitable and stuff like that. Once not once it's habitable, once you get the technology for it. So basically, you can eventually, I think, you can colonize most planets in the solar system in this one, and you
I
got like
can't
how
help
you
but
do
notice
the
that our
missions. Like
navy
the
is a
missions
bit
are
on the
easy to
weak
do. Like
side. We are certain to face many threats in the
1
galaxy
out of
that
or
will
0 out
require
of 5,
some
like,
form
do
of
stuff
military
5
response.
times or do stuff 1.
Remember,
So
the
basically, I
survival
think
of
you
our
got that, right?
civilization is at stake.
Sorry, the thing was talking over you.
Okay, it's okay. Increase the plate. Okay, let's check the actual planet, because the planet actually does have stuff to do. Like it's quite important. On Terra. In English, you call it Earth. In Romanian, we call it Pământ, which actually means Earth. So basically, it's Earth in every language. It's go to the Surface tab. Like Surface tab. It's the ones with the like what do you call that? The black and yellow ribbon.
Like little construction or warning signs.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Eventually, you can like destroy, not destroy, but make them workable. So basically, it's like Siberia. So okay, make Siberia workable. So you eventually you can make like all of the planets have population on them. So just put your mouse on one of them, and you can like you can actually start clearing them. The slums, for example. You see, clear them. It's gonna cost you like a little bit. It's not a lot. You can cancel the project, but you shouldn't. You should just keep it to. It's gonna take like a while, but eventually, they'll populate the zone. Like I think, so the people actually like multiply. So basically, they eventually like make kids and stuff like that, like in real life. So they'll have the planet occupied in. Like eventually they'll occupy the whole planet, and when there's like too many people, they might even try to migrate to other planets. So people will keep expanding. You'll keep having more workforce unless you get attacked and completely wrecked, but I doubt that's gonna happen really soon. Like you can actually see which pop like the population, which pop is being like I don't want to say it's gonna be born. It's like occupying a zone. It's the one on the lowest, most what do you call it, row. On the lowest row, there's like a little ghost dude, a bearded guy. It's when the little line fills up, he's gonna populate the zone, and he's gonna like do science stuff, like physics stuff. So each pop like does something. You always need to have food. So basically, at the start of the game, you should like clear out either the food or the mineral plots, and then the energy, and then what else is left. Oh, another thing is like to keep in mind. You see, like there's little bars on every population, like on every person there. Mm-hmm. The little bars, I think, is their happiness. So basically, when it's red, it's bad. When it's green or above the middle line, it's best. Like keep it above that. You eventually get like again science and stuff, like technologies that help you make them happier and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess if they get attacked, they'll become unhappy and they can revolt and rebel and destroy the fucking planet, I guess. But I doubt that's gonna happen to you on a normal run.
Okay, so do that. What does that mean that the pop is still growing, but it will not produce any output before it is fully grown?
The people are planning to go there. So when that line, the blue line fills up, the pop is still growing. It will not produce any output. Okay, so basically he's not there yet. In other words, so when he gets there, when the blue line, I think, completes like growth, you can see growth 18 out of 48. When the growth is 48, that means he's there. So he started working. But until then, you're not gonna get that +2 physics bonus.
Oh, so you're saying they're migrating there right now?
They're either being born and sent there, or they're just migrating. I presume they're migrating. There's another thing as well. Can you see like the little the lady in the middle, like close to the middle? She's got like 5 energy and 1 something. I don't
Unity, know what it is. It looks like she's affecting other tiles.
Exactly. She's basically making other tiles, I think, produce. You can actually click, like not click, but hover over the little not squares, triangles that she's affecting, and I think you can see what she's indeed affecting.
Yeah,
adjacency. Yeah, adjacency. So basically, he's making plus that mineral, food, and energy because of the adjacency bonus. She's basically that's the like planetary, I don't know, president or something like that, or mayor or something like that, prime minister. So basically, that's the capital city, and everything around it is usually facilities, food, growing places. Like let's say in the future, people decided that let's say Canada or England or America is the center of the world, and everything else is like house is okay, but everything else is either growing something or researching something. So the center of this planet is that lady. I think you can change that, but I don't think you should get into that. There's like
Yeah, it
before.
seems okay right now.
No, it's anyway the center stuff should always it's even called planetary administration. Yeah, that's it. So basically, you want the planetary administration to be in the center, because if it's in the center, it affects people around it. If it's in the corner, it only affects like 2 tiles instead of 4.
Gotcha.
What else? You can build port. There's a spaceport down there, a tab spaceport, surface armies and spaceport. And upgrade something. Spaceport. Yeah. Basically, your planet has like a missile defense system. It's like the rocket stuff or rocket launcher stuff. You can build corvettes, construction ships, science ship, spaceport upgrade, and colony ship. You should try and get You can unpause the game, by the way. Don't worry about if something bad happens. You'll immediately get notified about it. So keep the game unpaused so you keep getting your resources.
Gotcha.
Basically, you want to build a colony ship as fast as you can. Like, it's not like life or death scenario, but if you want to compete, let's say, or even become the Switzerland of the world, you should build a colony ship and, let's say, get the next part of your little Switzerland.
Hi, cat.
You can...
Cat's watching.
An alien empire has established communications.
Cat, I'm both in chat and on Discord, so hello.
I met somebody.
Oh, nice. Basically, little. It's a little orange. Oh wait, actually, what are they? I think they're. You hover over the little symbols like the Libra and the hexagon stuff thing. It's kind of race he is. Xenophile. Which one is the one that hates people? Xenophobe or xenophile? Like, hates...
The xenophobe. So,
okay, so
these guys like other species, I guess.
Exactly, they like aliens. So basically, yeah, you should be friends with them. Why not? Why not? You can also see what kind of world they live in, what kind of worlds they're gonna colonize from the picture in the behind him. You know, you see the little glass window. Basically, they I think it's tropical worlds or something like that. We're delighted to meet you. We pursue true equality. Do not stand in our way, and we could learn. Okay, so I guess. Yeah, you could choose the first one. That's the path of least happen, I guess. We are delighted to meet you. Or you could choose what you want. Actually, I guess it's good to even sometimes do to fuck something up, because you learn from fucking up in this game.
Are the red ones kind of slightly hostile actions, or hostile actions?
You mean the orange circle?
Yeah,
most of these options. Most of them are non-hostile. The hostile ones are in the diplomacy tab. You can actually check that. Can you go to the exit the solar system? Go to the galaxy tab. Tube delays. Wisdom must be great and stuff. And what's that next one? Just hover. Always try to hover over the the fascinating, the stuff like that, because it usually tells you what's happening. So basically, yeah, that's their. They might be one of those big empires that I told you about, the ones that you shouldn't fuck with. So basically, you're close to them, which is nice, I guess. If they're good people, they're gonna be a block between you and some other bad guy. Another thing, there's an alien bad guy, I think, in the solar system where your army guy is.
These are unknown spacefaring entities.
So that
we can learn more about them, and maybe
into that
even
solar system where
first
the military guy is.
by completing
It's like
the
a green and a red
project.
spaceship.
There's quite a lot of them.
Oh my. That's actually, I think that's. Can you go, alien? Like close as close as you can. When you hover over, yeah, it's basically probably pirates. So your spaceship is probably gonna evade them as soon as possible. I think it's set to evade the combat. Actually, look at both your thing and their thing, like their and your spaceship.
This is mine, where it says military power. No, that's.
Click on the number 2, in the board 2, and I think it's gonna choose the vessel. The thing I'm seeing currently on the screen is just the aliens. I think their military power is like it just tells you, like, it's an estimate of their stuff. It's not a pirate. It's just some ancient thing that's like been there since forever. Yeah, so it's hostile to you. You clicked on number 2 and you chose your little fleet. You can rename the fleet if you want, like Cat's. Call it Cat's fleet or something. And let's see if Cat's a good space admiral. Basically, they're far away from you, so you shouldn't really have to worry about that stuff. I think if the what's it called, the set to keep going or something, like to keep exploring, it's gonna try to evade any combat at all, like if possible. You check if it's exploring or not. Like, actually give it some orders to explore, like shift click on some more planets and more stuff.
Yeah, it says it's moving to another system here.
Yeah, moving to, yeah, exactly. Warp wind down 19 days. So in 19 days, like, unpause. Let's see what happens. Just unpause it and let's see if you get it. I doubt you're gonna get attacked, but anyway. If you go close enough to those guys, you are gonna get attacked, but otherwise, no. Basically, you have enough ships that have 108 military power. If like you go in combat with the aliens, you're gonna get wrecked because they have 620. That's like the, I guess, the WoW equivalent of attack power. Okay, so this is a scientist. She's scientist. Okay, system survey. Can you, yeah, click on OK. The scientists always get more levels. The interesting thing, you can choose actually what kind of race you want to be. So eventually you can, like, game works, you can make like a race that's like immortal or lives a longer period or lives like very, instead of living like 60 or 100 years, they live like 20 years, but they get a lot of experience in those 20 years and they change a lot. Or you can make them immortal and they get a lot of experience but slow and stuff like that.
Okay.
Click on the OK thing and the leader has gained level, and just go to the go to the solar system, to Earth system. And actually you can do another thing. You can click on number 3 and yeah, click on 3. That's gonna choose your little guy, scientist guy, and you can send him to Sirius. Yes, or Alpha Centauri. Actually, go to the galaxy view, while having the scientists UNS Hubble clicked. Make them explore stuff in like the way you do the space guy and the military guy.
Tile blocker cleared.
Click on the, oh, he's already exploring. Nice.
So you're saying I should
like you could either let him just explore this planet, like it depends on how you like to play. As a person that, like me, like I like to play stuff as micro as I like. I just make them explore everything all the time. So yeah, survey this, survey that. Exactly, perfect. Awesome.
Should I only send them where there's habitable worlds, or should I send them everywhere?
Eventually you want to explore everything, but for now, explore, like, do the science stuff on every planet that's like habitable for a start, because that's gonna help you choose where you want to expand next. But eventually, you can like explore absolutely everything around you, because you can have like 3 to 4 science vessels and a huge army, so you're gonna be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot to do for now, so it's okay. You can, I guess, for more what's it called again? More minerals. We're gonna wait for more mineral. Actually, go to the solar system. Yeah, nice. To the planet Earth. Now you build stuff on Mercury and on Venus. Okay, you can see that. Like the number 3 on each of the planets is green. It's highlighted. Like you build stuff there, so stuff is there.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst on the I think it's a meteorite or something, asteroid. It's called 3 Juno. Anything built on it. So basically, you can build stuff on it. Like the number 2 underneath it is. Okay, just click it. If it's nothing. That we have found something. Just click it. It doesn't matter. You can build stuff on Juno 3. Like send your builder guide to build something there. Like click on 4. Click number 4, and it's gonna choose the builder and send him to Juno 3. So then you can send him to. Oh wait, is he still building on? I don't want to say the name of the planet. First.
Say it your way. I'll understand.
Okay, let me read this thing really fast. Search planet has been put together to set a number of planets. So basically, they're saying eventually, Earth might get wrecked. Might. There's events in this game where, let's say, a huge fucking meteorite is coming to Earth. You get your military guys, you send it to the meteorite, and you bash the shit out of it by like destroying it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna begin the mass extinction through the ages event chain. Basically, eventually, Earth is gonna get destroyed unless you stop it somehow. It's not important now because it's gonna take ages. Like it's probably gonna take 100 or 200 years. Like it's probably an end game thing scenario. But yeah, if something happens, this is like if this thing says like it begins the mass extinction through the ages event, it's gonna happen. So you're like not getting rid of it. Like you're gonna have to do something about it. Basically, you're probably gonna have to make a huge army and destroy whatever is wanting to destroy you. I presume it's a meteorite. I don't know if they added anything besides like meteorites or stuff like that. They probably did, because every patch they do, they add a lot of stuff. So yeah, you can never fully know any Paradox game. You always can learn stuff. Stations built. You can eventually build like all of the stations in different galaxies, so it's in different solar systems. So it's not a rush. Like it's something we'll eventually do.
So you gotta study the effects that major calamities have had on other planets?
Click the track all on map, and this is like a mission. You kind of have a mission to do. I think you should just click track, show you where you need to explore stuff, and you can like go to the galaxy, and you're probably gonna see the things on the map.
Oh, okay. These orange sparkly ones.
Exactly, the orange sparkling ones are them. You can like I'd suggest not building stuff. Just keep the game on pause, by the way, because you need the resources. They need to be growing. You need like 500 minerals, basically.
Okay, so let it roll. That's what you're saying. Video won't load, but I dropped you a like.
God, it's cat. Hi, cat.
Wonder why she can't see the video. Are they still in,
Construction complete.
I think they came back home. Cat, did you come home? That's annoying.
Okay, so I think that's all the little constructor dude can do in Soul.
Everything he can do, he's done probably. Eventually, you're gonna find even more stuff on in the like starter solar system. So,
should I send him on to Sirius or something?
Encounters. Basically, you're gonna get another
System
mission.
survey
The more
complete.
you explore, the more missions you get. So you want to keep exploring, but not like just as much as you feel comfortable for now, like till you learn stuff. By the way, you have another thing to keep in mind. Like you have a little space station outside of Earth to keep you safe in like moments of fuckery. So eventually you'll want to upgrade it when someone attacks you. You eventually want to make it so that nobody can come to your main planet, like to the capital planet or something.
Okay.
But by the way, I think build stuff unless it's in your like range of effect. I think I'm not sure about that.
So basically, he can't do anything anymore.
He can do, but it's not going to be really useful. You should first like not waste resources until you get another colony ship. You send the colony ship to Sirius, then you start like doing stuff. You can actually check which planet would be better to colonize, a planet in the Sirius system or in the Alpha Centauri, because one might have more
screen
resources
displays
in
the
general.
tradition
Like, one might
trees
have,
available
let's
to
say,
our empire.
5
A tradition
planets
tree
that
must
have,
first
like,
be adopted
energy,
before any
minerals, science and stuff like that. Another one might have only 1 planet. That's good for that. Traditions, we have enough. Ooh, that's new. Basically, I think it's like a civilization thing. You can choose like what type of stuff you want to do. You want to expand.
I've always been a mass expander. So this is very much like Civ here.
Exactly. This is basically copied from Civ, I think. This is the, what's it called? The culture tree from Civ. It's even close, like, what's that? Volton.
Okay, so
This is another mission, basically. It's one of the first, like, it's one of those missions that always happens, the precursors, I think. It's basically gonna teach you about, like, what happened in the cosmos. If you wanna be, like, a diplomatic kind of person, and you're gonna explain... Actually, no, just... Sure. What does tradition do, actually? Can you, like, click no for now and just hover over the tradition button? So I can see what it does.
over tradition?
You want the tradition habitable. Where's tradition? It's an expansion or something? It has, like, little...
Hang on, it wants me to make a choice about these habitable worlds, I guess.
Click the world survey event. But usually try to take the survey events. They, like, help you.
Okay, stop just a second so it stops popping up windows. Okay, you want me to look over...
Okay, so let's see. You chose this, and you kept the game going, so it... Oh, you paused the game. Perfect. Look at the expansion stuff. I want to expand a little bit, and then just choose diplomacy or discovery or prosperity or stuff like that. Supremacy and domination is usually means you're gonna get in fights and stuff. So yeah.
Right.
Look at the... Okay, so diplomacy, federal unity. That's gonna be our stars. Just hover over expansions and stay there for like 30 seconds so the delay doesn't fuck with me. Because you're moving really fast. The diplomacy, the shares it is enemies to make... Okay, expansion. You must expand it. Okay, so adoption effect, colony development, speeding. That's good. That's good. Just go for expansion. Core sector systems. Basically, if you want to have like a big empire that you control directly, you want more core sector systems. If you have a big empire that like you don't have core sector systems, you're gonna have to basically give them to vassals. I don't think they're called vassals, but basically they're like you, and they're still gonna be in your empire, but they're not gonna be like controlled directly by you. They're gonna give you like taxes and stuff. So yeah, choose tradition, I guess. Yeah, it's weird. It says expansion and not tradition, so you chose tradition, and that's okay. So you basically opened up the expansion tab. Basically, now when you go and colonize a planet with your colony stuff, you're gonna expand like 100% faster. Like the colony will grow faster, basically, which is really nice.
I think I have enough to build the...
Like 500 to build the colony. I think. Need to like if you have 500, build a colony ship and go to one of those other systems. Build it by clicking on click on number 1 or click on the planet. Yeah.
System survey complete.
Colony ship. 100 more points.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Uh-oh.
Research complete. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Growth speed. Basically, it's gonna help you grow people, I think. Yeah. Now choose like in unification.
Okay, I think
it's gonna help you keep like. Can I say that again?
I think it said that I engaged a hostile force somewhere. Where do I find out where this happened?
Yeah, let's go check. Click on number 2, and it's gonna get you over to the what's it called? To the I think. What else? So there's a little red thing, I think. Oh, so you're fighting actually. Can you where it is? Like click the right mouse on the small tab. Or yeah, we're going. Click like get into it. Yeah, get into it, and probably gonna win. But even if where can you find corvettes? I think he's gonna probably try and escape. I'm not sure about it. Not completely sure. Can you just unpause the game? If he dies, he dies. That's a meme now, I guess. Pause the game, keep it going, and you're gonna get like you're gonna build another one eventually. Don't worry. You like by the end of the game, you're gonna build like 1 billion of those, and you're gonna like
destroyed.
The percentage like you can see. Yeah, you're gonna get wrecked. Cat, I'm sorry, your fleet got wrecked.
Sorry, Cat.
You can build another one and call it Cat's second fleet. Something.
Now that we have explored some of our neighboring stars, it might be time to extend our reach. We should now be ready to extend our great civilization to a second world. This we may want to consider building a second sign. We have made first contact with a remarkable.
Holy shit.
We have discovered spacefaring alien entities that may or may not be intelligent. But let's face it, Probably are. Their true nature will remain a mystery. Our new research station is online, and its science staff have begun their work. What secrets will they uncover? A healthy supply of minerals and energy credits is critical to the well-being of any interstellar power. We should take steps to increase our production of these resources.
Oh, no, you didn't yet build it.
Go situation
to like,
log.
More science stuff? Yeah?
Okay. I got 500. I can build a colony ship? Or is that a bad idea now?
Right, those aliens usually don't like come after you. Plus, you have you can port, I guess, or the space station near Earth doesn't like attack points, attack power.
Oh.
So basically, anything that's less than that is gonna get completely wrecked. So don't worry. So yeah, spaceship, it's gonna be built in 360 days, I think. Colony ship, sorry. Yeah, colony ship.
So I should build the colony ship?
Build the colony ship, and it's gonna be used to colonize a planet. Yes, build a colony ship. I only said about the spaceport so you don't get like stressed about being attacked or something. It's enough for the start of the game. Like if you keep playing and you only have like the one at the start, like the space thing at the start of the game, it's gonna not be really useful, but it's still gonna help you. Everything's okay now. Okay, and unpause the game and let the colony ship be built, and then you can send it over to like check out. You don't need to instantly colonize, you just need to like check which planet you like, and then you colonize it.
Okay, so these guys aren't going to immediately come over and kick my ass?
Basically stranded there. They're like, we like it here and we're not gonna move. They're I think they're like
research complete.
By the way, I think something is like science, technology, something in the physics research. Click it and choose a new research. Let's see what you have. Research, get the research speed. Yeah, that's really good. Always get research speed because it's like, so basically you do stuff faster.
Oh, these are the guys who blew up my fleet?
I think it's another alien race that you just met. No, it's not. It's not them. I doubt it's them. They're fanatical purifiers. So yeah, they're not. And I speak on behalf of Emperor. The word I respect their border. Basically, he told you what kind of being he is, like in the first contact screen. You to stay out of his territory, and he's gonna be like chill.
Okay.
It's not the aliens that attacked you. Those aliens are just random space aliens. They're like let's say smugglers from Star Wars or stuff like that. They have their own colonies, small colonies. You can eventually destroy them. Don't worry.
All right.
Remember, the strongest fleet I ever made was like 4,000 attack power or something like that, and I basically sent it to every corner of the galaxy and destroyed everything I could with that. Usually say we're delighted to meet you, and that's that for the first contact. Like you can choose other stuff, like if you want to play like role play something like that's go and be like we're gonna wreck you. By the way, you have robots. You can build robots. Actually, no. Build the storage capacity.
Okay.
System survey complete.
Cat's gone to buy groceries.
Just one sec. Alright, Cat, we'll see you later. I'm not gonna be playing for a whole bunch longer myself. I've got people coming over eventually, but I thought I'd
My mom came over as well, so I'm basically this week I'll probably be more less games, more stuff, more home stuff. What we can do next? Progress. Oh, that's the red one is the alien you just met. That's he's like it's his first. He's not bigger than you basically. He's just he might look bigger, but he's not. He has only one colonized planet, I think.
Okay.
If you unpause the game, you can see like the on the bottom left side that the first little tab is building something. It's basically building the colony ship. So yeah. Press spacebar if you don't like going to the upper screen and stuff like that. Like press spacebar a few times and you'll see how it pauses and unpauses. Yes. Little tick I got, like I usually just press spacebar instead of clicking that. In multiplayer you can't pause time with spacebar though, so yeah, basically.
Well done. The survey of our home system has been completed. We now have access to planetary data that the astronomers on our homeworld could only dream of a mere generation ago.
Such beautiful planets. Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Uranus. Yeah, it's another research thing. If we play it together, I'll probably just become a fire and I'll surround you so I can protect you. or something like that, yeah, I guess. Or democracy.
Don't worry.
Actually, monarchies. I like a space monarchy.
Space monarchy.
I know, right? Basically, I'm gonna create the Commonwealth, like a colony, and I'll call it Canada or Snow Mexico.
Snow Mexico. I like that one.
If you ever wanna like make another
Construction complete.
what's it called? Fleet, you can just make more Corvettes.
Should I do that now that I've made
That
the
like you
colony
can
ship?
make a few. You have more resources, so you can spend like make like 2 Corvettes. UNS Angola. Angola. People cut off hands with machetes.
The colonists have all been transferred to the new colony ship.
Like 2 Corvettes,
and our
and
captain
after that
reports
just send
all systems go.
like
A
click on
momentous
the
day,
what's
for
it called,
sure.
the colony ship. It's on the left. And dismantle, I think. So it's viewable on the planet. You can see it. It's like a person with a flag. And send it to construction complete. Yeah, they just right click on that, construction complete. Right clicking, I think, usually closes down the pop-ups per side.
Where do I find the colony ship?
If you look at the planet itself, just look at the planet, and you can see like a little, like I don't know, a spaceship with a little sign, a person and a flag. That's the colony ship. I think you can choose from there. I think.
I think I'm blind.
Go close. Yeah. Can you see it? It's like it's a little spaceship itself. To the north. Up from the planet itself, like looking at the planet. It's like a spaceship.
Oh, this. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, it's okay. Trust me. Even this game is hard to learn, but I doubt I'll ever be able to. Yeah, that's it. UNS Angola. I think you're playing like a basic country, yeah? You didn't make it yourself. You just chose one, right?
Yeah.
Give it a sec. Wait, don't click it yet. I guess it's a good planet. Yeah, just click on the one with the 1 energy, because you can usually click either on the energy or the ones in the middle, basically, so you can get the adjacency bonuses. Ones in the like sides, like the corners, because those aren't gonna give the full adjacency bonuses. So basically, build it in the middle. The red things that like volcanoes and the jungles and mountains, you can eventually clear them out, so don't worry about that. It's like you're gonna terraform eventually.
Should I pick the energy one if the other one below it has no tile bonus, I guess?
If it doesn't have a tile bonus, you're probably just gonna build a science facility that's just gonna give it like science points and stuff like that. You eventually build stuff there, so just get the energy one, because the ones without anything on them, the normal bonuses, like from the buildings you build on them. Energy, you can build it in the one mineral, but that's gonna be harder for the start, because it's got only 1 adjacency bonus. The other one, the 1 energy, has like more stuff.
Gotcha.
Just call it what you want.
We have a colony ship, and we have found at least one
Congratulations, you have a
suitable
second
candidate
colony.
for a permanent extrasolar
And unpause
outpost.
it, so it's
I see no
keeps
reason
going.
to delay further. Let's establish our first colony. We are losing credits at an alarming rate. Last month's budget report makes for some grim reading.
Oops.
Oh my god, I want to see the delay. Come on. Oh,
Getting
okay.
poor.
Basically, after you colonize the planet, you're gonna want to build space thingy on Sirius 2. It's like really close. It's like plus 3 energy. It's gonna give you 3 energy.
Okay.
You're not actually going poor. Your balance is still in the plus. It's like 0.53. So basically, you're still making money. Not a lot, but you're still making it. The what's it called? The stuff that bring the construction guy, the construction worker guy, to Sirius 2. You're building your colony on Sirius 3, and the construction guy is gonna build on Sirius 2.
Okay, I can't. I guess I can enter orbit.
Yep.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, just enter orbit. Enter orbit.
Anomaly
Can't build stuff
found.
there because you don't have like area of effect or an area of a sphere of influence, you can call it. Like, as soon as the colony gets built, you can build there, like colonize, like build stuff on the planet itself. Research that as well. Yeah, research it. Risk level is really low, and the anomaly is level 1, so it's not going to take a lot. Basically, when this happens, your science guy is just like something, but for a little bit, he's going to do like the research. Then he's going to go back to the
Construction complete.
There's also different like kinds of space travel. I think it's because it shows like a random nation, like it's not randomly generated. It's like made by the developers, so people that just start playing have like a basic idea of what to choose. So you just take a nation that exists, but you can eventually like just build your own. Not build your own, but choose that from the start of the game. Usually, you choose like what kind of space exploration, like space travel you want, like interstellar stuff, like warp drives and shit like that. So yeah. Now you're losing money. If it's in the red, you're losing stuff, but you're not gonna lose a lot of it, so don't worry. Make it work when build the building again.
Okay, something to keep in mind for the future.
Over the something to keep in mind for the future if you didn't click on it yet. So just click on it. If it's nothing, yeah.
Okay.
Your planet would like, if you make federations like cosmic federations, you can have like not only people like humans, But you can have like aliens living there if you make an alliance with someone, or you can have robots. I remember usually
We have
like
discovered
build
highly
robots on the
evolved
most
animal life.
like
With the right
badly
technology,
terraformed
we may
planets, so
eventually be
robots
able
don't
to
really care
uplift
about,
these
like,
beings to sentience
they're
and
basically
intelligence,
slaves.
or what
I don't want to
passes for
say slaves, but
intelligence
they're
among
basically slaves.
organics.
Like they don't have the happiness meter, so you don't really have to care if they're happy or not, and they just work.
And stuff happens pretty quick in this game. I can see it being a little overwhelming.
It's one of those games, trust me. Yeah, like another game that's like probably just as easy as this one to learn is either Surviving 4, which is basically a war game, like you play in the Second World War, or Cities Skylines. But even those games are like a bit overwhelming. You can like literally start Cities Skyline and like lose the game instantly, like in 5 minutes, unless you know what you're doing. It's fun eventually, but for starters, it's kind of hard.
Okay.
On the colony ship, where is it at? But you built a Corvette as well, I can see.
Yeah, I built a Corvette. Do I need to do anything about the negative balance, or is that something that should rectify itself fairly shortly?
Negative balance will rectify itself. By the way, you just hovered over the the energy credits, and you can see how much you can store. You can't. It's weird that you can't store enough. Like store just as much as the storage allows you. So if you hover over the minerals or the food or the what's it called? Yeah. So basically, you can store 7,000. Eventually, you can research stuff that helps you store a lot more. Like I'm not sure what the limit is, but I guess it might get like huge, and I doubt you'd ever need that much money. But still, if you ever get to that huge amount, you should just spend it fast.
Okay.
Food is like produce can't store. Let's say you basically have billions of tons of food or something like that. Can you check? Oh, okay. So the colony ship is almost done. You can see it in the right tab. There's an outliner. Civilian ships, under civilian ships. The colony ship is almost done. Just unpause it and it's going to be done in like a few seconds.
Congratulations on having colonized a new world. Our colonists are now in the process of building their first settlement, but it will take time for them to become self-sufficient.
Unpause the game and just look at it, how it like, what's it called? Ah, yeah, first great day for the United Nations. Yeah, you colonized it. It was faster than a few seconds. Nice, you gained some engineering. Now we can build the stuff on Sirius. Yeah, you can build the...
So all these other ones are useless? Jeez.
Actually, yes, potentially they are useless, but potentially you can build like... you can actually see the construction guide shows. Like, you can build... Can you see all the little buildings in his tab? Like, there's like a physics building, a military building, some other kind of building. Yeah, colonizing planets. Basically, because it shows that trait, I think, the expansion trait, your colony is gonna grow a lot faster. For now, the colony is just like...
Construction complete.
So basically, yeah, you can build those eventually on other stuff.
Okay.
And you can also see the maintenance. So basically, for now, you want to build stuff that gives you money, energy. That's probably gonna be your prime directive for the building stuff. Yeah, that stuff is occupied for now, I think. So basically, if you ever want to build stuff on other planets, just build like, yeah, science facilities and stuff like that. And it's like solar systems that have like every planet is habitable or every planet is useful in a way. I think because it shows the normal start, you're actually playing in the like realistic galaxy. This is like the Milky Way or something like that. So basically, a few planets around you are actually real life planets, and some of them aren't really useful. But if you do like a random start, you can
System
like
survey
instantly
complete.
get like a solar system that's full of like stuff for.
Yes, I totally became a handsome Russian man or something. Morning, Kayev.
Oh, hi, Kayev. Hey there, sexy. How you doing? Do I sound Russian? God damn it. guy I know calls me Russian. God damn.
Nico is giving me the lowdown on playing Stellaris. Which
Basically,
is pretty complicated, but it's cool.
the easiest Paradox games. But stop, I don't have... him, that's one. Show him Uranus.
Show him my my planet over here.
Show him the planet.
Seriously, I like the way the Romanians say it. I just don't think I can say it.
It's like Uranus, or how you said, the teacher said it, Uranus? Uranus?
Uranus. I don't go along with that. So the colony will be a drain on our resources until the first settlement has been completed, so take care not to Okay. I don't think that's a worry right now. Your life is now complete.
They're Swedish, by the way. That's why the English is not always like perfect. They're like, every time you play any Paradox games, you find like a lot of like grammatical mistakes. You're not, by the way, you're not losing money anymore because you built that +3 stuff on the Series 3, I think.
Oh, that's good. By the way, where the hell is my research?
Fuck off. Big voice, fuck you, man. Сука, блядь.
Have fun grocery shopping. Okay. Wait. Okay.
I should just talk Italian. Buongiorno. What's happening? What?
How can I tell what I told my science ship to do? Or are they just sitting around? How do I know?
Like, I think he's done exploring. You just, like, if he's not... Yeah, he's not doing anything, so he's done. He's basically done. You can, like, tell him to go and explore more. By the way, that little red planet, I think it's uncolonizable. If it's red, it's uncolonizable. It's not colonizable now, but it can potentially be. So if it's a green planet, you can instantly colonize it. Like, if it's brownish, orangish, it's like potentially.
Okay.
This is...
So should
Can you
I
actually
send
click on the guy to do more like exploration? This is like you didn't explore yet.
Should I send it back to do these? The ones that are part
Actually,
of
you
the...
know what? I just remembered something. Like all the places you just explored with your fighter, like your military guy, you can see the planets, but they're like grayed out. Their names are grayed out. The ones you actually explored, are the names of them are white. Like you can see, for example, like there's like Nuranka, Menok, Ophelia, Adar. Those planets are grayed out. The one next to it, Erenis, it's white. So basically, that one you already explored. It's got like a colonizable planet.
Okay. What I mean is, should I go check out the ones with planets, or should I do the mass extinction thing?
You could try to do the mass extinction because you already have a few like planets explored, so you don't really need to worry about those things for now. So yeah, you can also look like Alpha Centauri. That planet has actually a green planet next to it. The one next to Sirius has a red planet. So basically, the red ones you can eventually colonize, but it's gonna take a lot of time.
Okay.
But the ones that are green are like colonizable now. Mass extinction stuff.
So when I have more energy, should I build another colony ship?
Energy is used for maintenance mostly, I think. Energy is like the taxes you get, and the ones like the spending is the stuff you spend to maintain everything. But minerals are like, I don't know, I guess like plastic or metals or blocks of stone or something like that.
Okay.
But I'd actually see what someone in that Discord group, Kayev's Discord group, that will ever play like a Paradox game. This is amazing.
Wait, what? I can't see anything in Discord. Hang on.
Like, I never thought someone would like a game that's not WoW or like an adventure game or an FPS. I'm actually kind of playing a Paradox game, which is usually hard to fucking learn. Clap.
No, wait.
My mic is so shit that everyone thinks I'm a fucking slob.
Doesn't sound that shit. Okay, so...
Every time I just play, hop onto Discord, I'll introduce myself as an Italian. So basically, io sono un italiano vero. Pizza, pizzeria, lasagna. On Discord. New one. Okay, reach for the stars. For the purpose. Okay, effects for the purpose of calling. Now produce one additional unity. Don't really know what unity is, to be honest. I think you use get the left one because it's gonna help you get even more of these things even faster.
Yeah.
And it costs 122 unity. So basically, it's gonna help you get more. I don't even know where you get like where. Oh, you get 6 plus 3. So basically, you get like what 8 or 10. Yeah, now you get 10 plus 3. Don't even know how much. Oh no, fuck it. I'm so fucking dumb. You have 10 unity and you get 3 every turn. Every week.
Yeah,
Let's see, every week.
It unlocks more traditions faster, so that's good.
Get resources every month, I think, like in Europa Universalis. Every month. Planet. Issue special project analysis burnt. Yeah, click that, and you're gonna get a project, and we're gonna see what's gonna be like. What's the percentage chance? By the way, your what's it called? Your science ship, science vessel. Basically, every ship in this games get level. I think besides the construction worker. I think that guy just doesn't get XP at all. But like everything that has a general in front of it, an admiral or something like that, you get like XP. So yeah, eventually you can like, you should try and keep your science vessels at bay from danger. So if you can, that's not obligatory. You can like make stronger military ships so they die less, and when they defeat someone, they gain more XP and stuff like that.
Okay. I need a 2-minute break to go get another drink. I'll be right back.
I think I'll actually have to go as well now because both my parents are alive and walking, so I need to go and be social.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help so far teaching me about this game. I probably actually should bail myself and go hit the grocery store because I've got my mother-in-law coming down and... yeah, Bob's aunt.
Well, bon appetit as well, and we'll probably talk. I'll probably keep teaching you tomorrow or something, I guess, if you want. Or maybe I'll get the game and we can play a multiplayer game.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, cool. All right, thanks, Nico.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh. До свидания.
До свидания. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut here. Thanks for watching. I figured it was going to be just me and Nico trying to teach me how to play this game, but I got quite a few people watching, so thanks for tuning in, and I hope this was interesting and educational for you too. I'll be playing this game more because it looks pretty interesting.